Hello, Collective. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self-love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome back into the channel. So, you guys, this is going to be your weekly oracle messages for this upcoming week. So, as usual, this is just me giving you a little bit of knowledge, some wisdom, and advice that you can use in your upcoming week. So, this week, since last week we started with the divine feminines, this week we are going to start with my divine masculines. And then I will get messages for the divine feminine and then also collective oracle messages at the end as well, you guys. All right. So, welcome back, all of my current followers and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. I pray that everybody is doing well in the collective. I pray that you are able to meet life's challenges face on and get through them with ease. Welcome, all of my new and incoming followers and subscribers. Welcome to the Soul Tribe. Welcome to the fam. Make sure when you hit that subscription bell, make sure to select that arrow and check all, just so that you don't miss any of the other messages that I do provide for you guys on a daily basis. All right, Divine Masculines, how are you guys doing? I hope all is well. Let's see what messages from your healing gods you guys are going to be needing this upcoming week. Okay, what healing gods are going to be most important for my divine masculines this upcoming week? What are the most, okay, the first one we have is, it's Zamna. Okay, the next one is Arun Mila. Okay, and then we have Ra. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, divine masculines. Let's see what the messages from the gods are regarding your healing that will be important for you guys this coming week. Okay, let's start with it's Zamna. Healing is happening. Work with your physical body to gain insight into the remnants of your emotional and energetic processing. Izamna's message. You can heal now by integrating your mind, body, and emotions. Although distinct, these elements come together, revealing areas of energy ready to be explored and pathways where energy flows effortlessly. It is common to wonder why bad things are occurring, physical ailments still come up, and painful emotions still arise after significant healing. It can become an addiction over time to always look toward the next layer of healing, and it can come from a place of self-punishment. Healing occurs because you deserve to feel the entire functioning of your mind and body. No matter what, you are still human, and there will always be challenges to face. Healing makes you more equipped to face those challenges with the skills to triumph. Bring awareness to the energy behind your intent to further your path. At first, dealing with repressed emotions and building emotional intelligence can be a bit like opening the floodgates to a full dam. Humans are intended to be emotional beings. Unsticking your emotions and getting adept at feeling will not hinder future sediments from occurring. It deepens your ability to do so, and you will reap the benefits of a life tuned in. As you tune in to your emotions, your mind and body will show show you clues to the mysteries lurking in the past. The body remembers what the mind does not. Your emotions and thoughts are entwined deeply with your physical body. Thoughts and feelings linked energetically to past trauma and events in this life and past lives can present themselves as physical ailments. As you journey forth, you will find discovery through various modalities such as Bowen therapy, acupuncture, or kinesiology. Research the links between the physical, emotional, and spiritual to find holistic solutions to nagging problems on every level. Once a physical ailment presents itself, a dual approach of working on the physical condition and the problem's psychosomatic root can help find relief. So, this is a message for my divine masculines that a lot of the times I don't think people realize that their physical ailments can also be attached to an emotional trauma. So even if your mind may forget a traumatic event that you've gone through, that you've experienced, your body sometimes is a constant reminder, even if you don't know at first why you have the physical ailments that you have. It is a clue to let you know that it could be connected to an emotional trauma or something that you've experienced in the past or past life. So pay attention, because even if you're healing and you feel like your body should be in a healed state, if you still have these physical ailments, it could be connected to something emotional. Okay. So that will be important to pay attention to. This is for a group of my divine masculines, maybe that are having some physical ailments or who are trying to go through a level of healing, and you just needed further understanding to make sure that you work on all aspects of your healing. Okay. Then we have Arun Mila. You are growing into your destiny. Free will and fate are working together for your highest good. Extend your free will, and divine orchestration will arrive at the right time. Arunmila's message. Free will and fate move together like a summer breeze blowing through the leaves of a tree. Two separate entities merge in beautiful synchrony. The unification of the two is where magic lies. Destiny weaves onto your path in mystical ways, showing you divine orchestration. It is not your job to make each destined moment happen. The magic is in the surprise meetings, the opportunities seemingly dropped on your path, and the gobsmacking synchronicities. Merging fate and free will is having freedom in a framework. Jumping timelines is plucking and weaving threads of fate, each one different, yet just as destined as another. It was fated for the tree to grow, yet the direction in which the branches reach out was not wholly predetermined. Each choice made is a portal to a unique timeline, thus, a variant of your future. Each possible future contains events, situations, experiences, and people that are fated. Although different, each one is as profound as the other. Each timeline has its own destiny. If one opportunity is missed, another portal will open. Flexing your creative muscles and playing with different paths is your overarching destiny. Fate is ever changing. Don't force the longevity of situations because the universe brought it to you. The universe doesn't work in absolutes. Destiny isn't all or nothing. It works in moments, not just forevermore. Fate is not meant to confine you. You don't have to get everything right. The free will component of life guides you to work from an open, heart guided place, making it easier to flow toward your blueprint. Access tools that tap into your blueprints, such as astrology, human design, numerology, and tarot. The information garnered can give you glimpses of what's to come. The key themes are predestined, but how they can play out is infinite. There is wriggle room. There is power to be found in having access to certain parts of your fate and power in the unknown aspects. Some aspects of your destiny need to play out like dominoes bounding into each other without you knowing what is to come. Fate is found through hindsight, seeing the intelligence of the intricate moments webbed together to craft a majestic lifetime. Surrendering to your destiny and trusting in fate may feel counterintuitive, but when you expect the unexpected, all things are possible. Beautiful. So, this is a message about understanding that everybody has free will, everybody has the right to choose the things they want to do, the people they want to engage in, the relationships, the jobs. That is part of your free will. Everything kind of works together to create where you're destined to be, but you don't always need to try to control. You will never be in total control, is really the message. You will always end up where you're supposed to be based on the decisions that you make from free will. But certain things are fated. People you meet, places you go, the times, things like that. So that's a beautiful one. Okay, beautiful. Then we have Ra. I like Ra. What is his message? Enhance your joy, abundance, and play by emulating the energy of the sun. Radiance, warmth, and life force will bring you sustenance after a period of heaviness and release. Ra's message. On a balmy day toward the end of summer, the sun's rays hit the earth in a display of incandescent brilliance. After a swim, a man walks out of the ocean feeling rejuvenated and livened by the warmth as he sits by the shore basking in the light. A woman in the next neighborhood sips her coffee. She smiles as she watches her sunflowers reach towards the sun, seeking its radiance. Next door, a young family laugh and play under a sprinkler, feeling the joy of play in the heat. Throughout history, the sun has held various cultural roles and meanings. Its energy has predominantly been associated with masculine energy, life force, abundance, and vitality. The sun's blazing rays are penetrating, fierce, and life providing, a reflection of the attributes of the masculine. Honoring the sun and working with this energy will assist you in embodying these attributes just like Ra. Not only did the ancient Egyptians praise the sun, but many other cultures have their own version of love, origin stories, and deities representing solar energy. Without the sun, we could not exist. As the most important star in our solar system, the sun has been a life provider, light source, and bringer of enlightenment. Your body undergoes vitamin D production from UV exposure in a sun safe manner, and the release of serotonin, a mood boosting hormone. The sun penetrates, replenishes, and warms your soul after periods of dense emotional work and release. For plants, it provides sustenance through the process of photosynthesis, converting solar energy to carbon dioxide and soil nutrients into food. Humans have always connected deeply with the sun, and it's time for you to harness your relationship with it now. Make it a habit to work with its daily cycle, and you will learn to honor your sleep, serotonin levels, energy, and vitality. Working with the sun will benefit your mind, body, and spirit, reminding you of your connection to life force energy. Beautiful. Ra. It is such a masculine god, and it is how we connect and think about in a masculine way. So that is a beautiful healing message for my divine masculines to work more with the sun, your energy to stay in balance, to help to rejuvenate yourself when you've lost energy. You have the sun as your life force to help you with your healing. So take advantage of that. Remember its power and why it's there for you, for all of us. All right, beautiful messages for my divine masculines this week. Love it. Okay, divine feminines, it is your turn. How are you? I hope you guys have been well. Let's see what messages my divine feminines are going to need for this upcoming week that are going to be most helpful for you at this time. All right, divine feminines. What's the first message most important for my divine feminines this coming week? Okay. All right. Beautiful. We have number 15, abundance. Beautiful. State of plenty. The number 15 could be significant. You could be born on the 15th. The number 1, the number 5 could be important to you as well. The number 6, be born on the 6th, January, May, or June. State of plenty. Beautiful. A generous amount of anything meaningful and worthwhile. A state of plenty. The card you drew today invites you into an abundance of health and wealth. Nothing is lacking, and everything is just a simple process of giving and receiving. Affirm yourself in this moment. I trust that abundance surrounds me. I am worthy of everything that is beautiful, meaningful, and harmonious. My health is great, and my wealth is ever growing. Affirmation. I choose to be generous, appreciative, grateful, and loving. I know that embodying these qualities will bring more abundance into my own life too. Beautiful affirmation. This is on page 43. So the numbers 4, 3, or 7 could be significant. Could be talking to somebody that is 43. Beautiful message for my divine feminines. So this week, you need to keep a mindset of abundance. Keep a mindset of gratitude for all things that you currently have, blessings that you have received, are receiving, and will receive. And as long as you can keep a mindset of abundance and positivity, you will be able to attract the resources that you need to be taken care of. Beautiful message. Okay. Let's pull a message from woman in total control of herself. Let's see what the guidance is for my divine feminines this week. What is the guidance for my divine feminine? Okay. Wow. We have divine masculine. Number 12. The number 12 could be significant. It could be born on the 12th. The number 3 could be significant. Okay. What is the message for my divine feminines? Number 12, divine masculine. Chances are, unless you are one of the lucky few, you weren't raised with a living example of divine masculine embodied. Because the men in our culture are also bombarded with messages of what they should and shouldn't be, they are required to ditch their inner feminine in order to be perceived as being tough and powerful. They often contort themselves to meet the unrealistic demands of a toxic patriarchy, which means we weren't exposed to the healthy traits of masculinity. Balanced leadership, conscious protection, and healthy assertiveness were in short supply. As a result, the masculine voice inside our heads is often critical, harsh, and domineering. Your femininity deserves an inner masculine presence who encourages, leads, challenges, and downright worships your femininity. A woman in total control of herself knows that while she may not have been raised with a good example of this divine masculine, it is her job to discover a means of growing him within herself. She is willing to release the toxic thoughts and ideals inside her head that would diminish or try to control her. She is willing to embrace the fierce, wild God inside herself who can hold her feminine in his great protective arms. Now is the time to banish the drill sergeant of the psyche and formulate a new relationship to the encouraging male presence inside yourself. Beautiful message. Beautiful message for both the divine feminine and the divine masculine here. Because it is so true that our divine masculines have been given this impossible task of constantly being strong and eliminating any traits of a divine feminine within them. But it is necessary to have a balance of both feminine and masculine traits, the yin and the yang. There has to be both. To have all and not the other means you are not in balance, means you are not embracing yourself wholly and fully. So, this is encouraging to my divine feminines to create a better relationship with the divine masculine within. And for my divine masculine, since you are here with us, this is a message of encouragement for you to understand that you should have a level of femininity to help balance you as well. That is how you show your divine feminine those nurturing qualities. That is how you are able to hold your divine feminine in your arms of protection. Be gentle and supportive as she is grieving or needs comfort. So it is important for both divine feminines and divine masculines to have both qualities. And sometimes certain situations in life make us have to embody one quality over the other. A lot of single mothers have to embody both divine masculine and divine feminine energy, but most of the time, the divine masculine energy is dominant because there has to be a level of protection, a level of nurturing, a level of getting things done, staying organized, being nurturing and loving and protective, all at the same time. So sometimes it becomes a hard balance. So when a divine masculine approaches a woman who has been a single parent and has to embody both, sometimes it's hard for her to surrender that side of her, that protective side of her that she's had to have for so long. She doesn't understand how to let go of that control and trust that the divine masculine will hold up their side of the relationship, that side of the wheel. So it is an important aspect for both the divine masculine and also my divine feminines. Okay. All right, you guys, let me get you your message from Oshun. So, for my divine feminines this week, this is about appreciating the divine masculine within, that part of you who is able to get things done, especially if you are a single woman without your divine masculine at this time. And it's about creating a good relationship with both aspects of who you are. Okay. All right. Oshun, what is the message for the divine feminine? Okay. Number 16, Oshun, the warrior. Personal power, assertiveness, leadership. That sounds a lot like our divine masculine aspect, doesn't it? Beautiful. All right. The number 16 could be significant. You could be born on the 16th. The number 7 could be significant. I am the warrior of my life, strong, resilient, and guided by my inner light. Confront obstacles head on and defend what matters. This is not the time to play small. This is a call to action. Embrace your inner strength and unapologetically march to the rhythm of your own drum. You hold the sword of truth and the shield of resilience within. So, for my divine feminines, it is time for you to step up to the challenges. It's time for you to confront obstacles head on without fear. Be resilient. Embrace your inner strength. Be that divine masculine within to help you deal with your challenges that may arise this coming week. Okay? Beautiful. Thank you, Oshun. All right. Let me get a general oracle for the collective. Beautiful messages. Beautiful, beautiful. What is the general oracle message for the collective for this week? What is the general oracle message for the collective this week? Okay. Emotions are energy in motion. Okay. The number 18 could be a synchronicity or important to you. The number 9, you could be born on the 18th. Okay. The year of the snake could be significant. Emotions are energy in motion. Emotion is simply energy in motion. It is a feeling in the body that wants to move and be released. For example, sadness wants to move through the body by releasing tears and noise. But when we suppress that emotion, sadness is stored in the body and creates emotional or physical discomfort. Let your emotions move in order to release them through your body. We often resist feeling on emotion because we fear that we might get caught in it. However, the truth is that it is in the resistance of feeling that emotion gets stuck. What we resist persists. Allow yourself to feel the full depth of emotion as it arises, giving it space to be felt and released through the body. Very good message, and it is so true. Suppressing your emotions, it doesn't do you any good. It is very important to feel through whatever emotion that you are having. Allow it to make you feel what it's going to make you feel so that you can release it. don't try to suppress it or act like it doesn't exist, because if you act like it doesn't exist, it will definitely persist. And even if you try to suppress it, it will show itself in other ways, in other actions that maybe you can't control, that will make it clear to yourself and everyone else that the feeling is there. So it is best to confront it head on, allow yourself to feel it so that you can deal with it, so you can start to heal from it. Because if you don't, if you try to ignore it, it will find a way to show either way. Very important message for the collective. Okay, let me get you guys your life message. Close this out. What is the most important life message for the collective this coming week? Oh, I love how it beautifully just flew slowly out to be seen. I reap what I sow. I remember that my thoughts and actions shape my reality. What I sow, whether in thoughts or deeds, will come back to me. Today, I choose to plant seeds of abundance, light, and love, knowing that I will reap the greatest rewards. Absolutely. So, collective, you always have a choice. Energy, your thoughts, your intentions will always return back to you. So, the wise thing to do, if you want good things to come into your life or to be attracted towards you, it is to have thoughts that are positive, that are filled with seeds of abundance, light, love. So that is what comes back to you in fruition. Energy is ever flowing. So if your thoughts are positive, if what you think about and what you sow is positive, that is what you will reap. Just as if it is negative, if your intentions towards others are negative, your thoughts are negative, you're pessimistic, you will reap what you sow. So choose wisely. Choose wisely. Don't allow situations to control your emotions to get you in a negative mindset. It will interrupt the abundance that you seek, the growth, the healing that you seek. So address any challenges that you face this week head on. However, stay in emotional control. Keep your thoughts and your emotions in balance. All right. Well, my beautiful collective, my divine masculines, my divine feminines, and any other people watching that may need this message, I pray that it is useful for you this coming week. I pray that it gave you some food for thought. But until next time, you guys, bye.